Hello, beautiful witchy book club. So, here is your second happy task, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy it because it is something that came to mind rather quickly, and I thought, oh, this could be quite tantalizing. And so, for those of you who are new to book club, first and foremost, welcome. For those who have been here for a little while, this is starting to get exciting. This book is, I'm loving it. I am actually loving it. I love the perspective, at least. Now, yes, there are always criticisms to a book, and your criticisms are totally welcome. I find that I personally love to hear the criticisms of others because it helps me to grow in my own personal perspective. I try not to allow those criticisms to ultra influence me. I'm quite confident in what I see and hear and read and believe and understand, but there is always room to modify one's opinion, and so that's why Witchy Book Club is so amazing. Anyways, let's get to our second happy task. So, we are still getting through the Witches of Devonshire. And so we have quite a few examples here of stories of brief snippets of narratives that belong to these iconic witches of yesteryear. And they're very fantastical tales. There is a clear line of good, bad, and the concepts of black magic and white magic are very relevant to this book. And so your happy task is to design your own narrative. So I would like for you to grab your journals, grab your pens, and write out a brief, to match this quantity, a brief narrative on you, should you have existed in this same time, in this same place, in this same, tone of a witch's history, right? And so, like I was saying, we have black, we have white, we have that concept of good and bad. We have these fantastical tales that are all anchored into a person's opinion, essentially. So there's no real archival evidence, but that's neither here nor there. Just because 20 people didn't see it, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen, right? So we must leave our minds open, feel with our heart, let your intuition lead you. If you personally require more evidence, then that's amazing. And sometimes I'm that person that, I'm going to need a little bit more evidence. But there are some things that I just resonate with immediately and I hold to be truth for myself. And that's not something that everybody has to accept, right? But I digress. So happy task. Write your own witch's narrative. So I would like for you to introduce yourself as a Devonshire witch or magician, and I would like for you to decide if you are going to be a black witch or a white witch. I would like for you to decide if you're going to be good or bad, and I would like for you to create your own story in keeping with this tone that we see here repeated. And so you can get as creative as you like. And if you are game enough to do a little video to read out your narrative, then that would be amazing. But I do ask that you please wait until we have read all of the witches. So once we have read all of the Devonshire witches, that is when you can begin this particular happy task, okay? So your happy task, do you understand it? I hope you do. I hope I'm being clear, is to create your own narrative befitting of this book and the tone of witches of Devonshire that have been spoken of. So it's your introductory story, and it could essentially be slotted in to this, to this list of iconic witches of that time. So it's something to have a bit of fun with. It's something to utilize your creative writing skills, should you have any. It is something for you to just really enjoy. And I'm going to really enjoy doing this one, and I'm going to be very happy to share my story with you all, and I will do that in a video as well. So let's have a bit of fun with this, and let's keep going with the book. I know some have finished it. That's great. But we are going to be moving through this book at an easy pace, and again, always looking for volunteer readers, okay? So, much love, many blessings, have fun with this task, and I hope you are enjoying the book so far. In fact, let me know what you're thinking about the book. so far. Or if you finish the book, let me know what you've thought of the book. Just a brief couple of words, nothing that might hint to the narrative of the story itself. So there we have it. See you later, folks.